So, today on Euromods I'm going to install an vent pod with a boost gauge. Now, the first thing to obviously do is to remove the vent in here. A lot of people who are uploading videos are just showing themselves pulling it out, but from what you can see, that's not happening. So, I need to figure out a way to get it out. So I've got some trim removal tools here. I'm going to try and pry around it. See if we can get it off. Right, I'm going to have a play with this and then update you when I've managed to do it, and I'll try and tell you how. Right, now what we've got to do is we've got to try and take this vent apart, which shouldn't be that difficult, so I can see the clips now. I don't want to break them. I should probably use a proper tool for this. This is proper. Use that loosely. Anyway, what I forgot to show you earlier, or I didn't show you very well, is if you look, you've got a clip here, a clip here, and a clip here. You see mine on here all flared out and got caught behind the dash, so I've torn it a little bit, but it should still hold in okay. Yeah, that's a lot easier, he says. 1, 2, 3. Get that bit of trim off. That comes out. That all pulls out of there. Now this all tucks in somehow. Oh, I see. Okay, that's quite nice. Basically got the vent pod, it's just a little bit of steel, I think. Some vents cut around the outside. You still get airflow. Obviously it's not going to be directional anymore, but that stops it getting backed up. So we just slot it into the face piece here, line it up with the clips, wherever they might be. 1 set, 2 set, and 3. There we go. That's the pod fitted. Right, now we've got the boost gauge. There you are. A couple of bolts at the back. Okay, that comes with there. Push it through. This one's got a tinted lens on it. I doubt you'll be able to actually see the numbers in there. But I think this is so at night time, when you have the light on the back, it doesn't light up your face or isn't too bright. So try and line it up nice and square. Push it in. There we go. Right. Little bracket at the back to fit. Just hold it in place. Washer. Spring washer, bolt. Washer, spring washer, bolt. I think that's the order they go in, or does it go spring washer, washer, bolt? I don't know. Alright, with God's grace, will it be a, what's this, 8mm that I happen to have open, out in the open? Yes, it will. Doesn't have to be that tight, just needs to be buttered up. Squash the spring washer. And Bob's your uncle. There we go. That's fitted to the vent. Next, I don't know if this is going to focus, but I've got to try and find a space to run a line. There is a little gap that goes down here, which would allow me to get it into the dash, because obviously the rest of the pipe runs into the ducting system here. So I'm not sure what I'm going to do as yet, but I'm going to try and figure it out. Alright, so here's what I'm doing because I think it might work. That little gap I've shown you, I've run the pipe, looped it over and back out just next to this clip here. I've got to be careful now because if I pull that too tight it's going to kink the hose. And obviously that will cause things to go wrong. Well, not wrong, but not work. So I've fed the hose through. You've got this little cubby hole here. If you just squeeze it in, you can pop it out. I'm going to take the wires because the wires are a lot shorter than the pipe. Through the pipe in the hope that they'll stay and come through the pipe. So what I think I'm actually going to do is sit it in place for now, get it all plumbed in and wired up, and then figure out this fiddly bit, because I think I might have to cut away, get a Dremel in, cut away a little bit of the pipe in there to leave me some space. But I've got everything down to the dash now, so I can start working on that, because I've got to find a spot to get the pipe through the firewall, which some people say you can do it by the bonnet release latch. There's a cable that goes through there, or there might be some wires or something, I'm not sure. So I'm going to have to figure out that and then let you know how I did it once I've done. Right, I've managed to get the boost hose through the firewall. Like I said, the bonnet release wire, there is a little grommet just up there, so I poked it through. I don't know if you can see. The grommet is a little bit stretched now, so I'm hoping that isn't nipping the hose. And it feeds out the other side. You probably can't see it, but by the brake booster. So we now have the pipe in here. I'll set you up on the tripod because I'm going to have to figure out where we can find a nipple or a pipe I cut. Right, what I've done is I've traced the pipe back for the recirculation valve, and I come across this little clip here which has got an amount of rubber hose on it, a little bit less than I really want, but I think I'm going to have to put my T-junction in there because I can't see a whole lot behind this engine. So yeah, fit that in and we should have a boost gauge. Right, everything's back together now. Got the pipe run up here, got a bit of slack line. I'll probably just leave that there just to let things move, just in case a wire gets pulled or something, I don't know. But I realised I'd forgotten my soldering iron. So as for the light at the back, I'm going to have to do that when I get home. And yeah, what I'm going to do is I'm literally just going to pull apart the column here, find a ignition live behind the cylinder, put a fuse in line. Where have I got the fuse? Yeah, just a Halford's Best Special fuse, just in case. I mean, it was an eBay boost gauge, so we never know what the wiring's like inside. Yeah, and that'll just allow it to light at the back. So column off, behind the lock barrel, there'll be a plug. Find a ignition live, you know, get a light bulb or a multimeter or something, test to see if you find ignition live. The other option is to run it around to like the cigarette lighter or something like that. So I'm going to open up the doors, start it up and make sure I've piped this on all right, because I'm going to cry if I haven't. I think I'm going to end the video there. I haven't wired in the backlight for the boost gauge, but it's all functional now, all plumbed in. I think the wires are probably going to be a little bit too short, so when I get home I'm going to get the soldering iron out, solder some extra wire onto there, and then run it to a ignition live. You could run it to a switch on a permanent live. Depends what sort of boost gauge you got. Some of them are too bright and they like the face, people like to be able to turn them off. This one's tinted, so it should be pretty good. Yeah, if you liked the video, like it. If you want to subscribe, subscribe. We do car stuff all the time. We're just going to start videoing a bit more now. Peace.